Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
We are VR. I'm David.
And yes, today we are dealing with a virtual disaster. This is the 31st episode of Rescue Bots, aired March 29th, 2014, and written by frequent series writer and show co-creator Nicole Dubik,
Yes.
who is also in this episode.
Oh.
As the cat?
Yes. Well, as I will remind you, she was a child actor.
Oh, right.
She was on that show Major Dad.
Oh my god. I remember that show.
Are we gonna have to watch an episode of that?
No. Let's not.
She also guest starred on Alf.
Ooh.
Oh, did she fall in the trench?
We should watch an episode of that.
Yeah, she's... And also, speaking of Rescue Bots voice actors...
Oh, that's right.
R.I.P. to Billy Hayes, Mrs. Niederlander.
Oh, yeah.
Died at age 96.
That's a good run.
Yeah, not bad.
She was
not
also
bad.
on HR Puffin Stuff.
Yes.
Ooh, that... Nightmares. Puppet nightmares. I mean, it's not as bad as Lidsville, but... I try not to think about H&R Puffin stuff either.
That was the one where it's like a city full of hat people?
Yeah, I only saw that a few times, but it was disturbing. But H.R. Puffin stuff is just this weird 70s aesthetic that feels like nightmares of childhood because it was from my childhood. Well,
all that
reruns.
Sid and Marty Krofft stuff was so weird.
Odd? Yeah, it's like the Muppets on acid, because that's basically what it was.
Well, there's a pretty great Mr. Show bit about that. The United States of Drugsatusetts.
I mean, even like in the 90s when teenage culture was becoming faintly aware of that stuff because of the nostalgia of older people, it was like, these people were clearly all on drugs.
Yeah.
Part of the appeal was that these people were clearly all on just like huge, just piles of drugs.
But somehow it came across really clear on that. But like, a lot of Muppeteers back in the old days probably were on drugs too, but the Muppets are more wholesome and fluffy. I guess it's the fluffiness that carries over the they're fine.
Different drugs. It was like they were smoking pot, and Sid and Marty Krofft were obviously just dropping huge quantities of acid.
Or mushrooms or something. Yeah, maybe just a difference in drugs.
Yeah.
Which just proves that marijuana's fine.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with some pot.
Yeah.
You get cute Muppets. Anyway, this episode.
So we opened with a snow day in Griffin Rock.
Something that children will not be able to experience anymore, at least in New York City and probably other places, because,
Let's see if this actually happens first.
No. New York City has said that. There are no more snow days.
I mean, they've said it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Next year, there won't be... well, if they get a shitload, maybe they'll have... Let the kids have a snow day, but most days... No, a snow day is not going to be a day out of school. Unless the power goes out. And the teacher can't virtually conference to the students. Snow days are a thing of the past.
This past winter, there were definitely some districts in my area. We had a couple days. We didn't have a lot of snow because it's Northern Virginia, but we had a couple days where there was enough snow there would have been a snow day. And I know most, if not all, of the local school districts were like, let them have this. Let the kids have the day off. It's okay.
A bunch of places like it still might happen, but New York City and some places, snow days they're just gone. Children will not be able to experience that joy anymore.
I mean, this
Not that
particular...
there's a lot of joy you can have at a New York City snow day, really.
This particular year was exceptionally traumatic for everyone, so I can definitely understand that being something that they might do this past year that they might not carry forward with. But I guess maybe, I mean, I had times when I was in high school where we would have more than the allotted number of snow days, and so you'd actually have to add that many days onto the end of the year. So in that case, it would probably be better.
That I can understand. If you get a shitload of snow days, you're going to do that. A few days here and there, it'll be fine.
So but, I could see, like, once you run out of your allotted number of snow days, then you just switch to remote learning for any additional ones. Probably better than extending the school year.
It'll probably be switched more like half days. We used to have those. We'd have to go home early because it was snowing. And it was like, no, just don't even bother coming in. We'll do it remote today. That makes sense.
Yeah, well, despite all the high technology in Griffin Rock, we're still having snow days because that's a town that hasn't forgotten how to have fun.
Yes.
Yeah, but to be honest, in this high-tech town, it is actually kind of shocking that they weren't ahead of the curve on that.
In fact, they're a town that has so not forgotten to have fun that they have to go out and rescue a rocket skier.
Yes, I would say that it is probably just that they have not forgotten how to have fun. I'm absolutely sure that everyone in town has, like, T1 lines, and they would have absolutely no trouble doing remote classes, but they choose to let everybody have a snow day. I'm surprised that it was Boulder and not that narc Chase who was saying that Cody should spend the day catching up on homework.
Yes. I think it's really just because Boulder enjoys homework so much.
Yeah, I think it is just that Boulder doesn't understand that homework would be something one might not want to do, whereas Chase would feel that it is neutral whether one wants to or not. It is a thing that needs to be done.
Anyway, rocket skier.
Yeah, do not ignore this guy because only a fool ignores Rorza, the rocket ski racer from Rigel III.
Oh no! Ooh, deep cuts. Deep cuts. Well, Blades has many excellent points because Cody explains that because it's also the chief comes in and explains that because they're having school is canceled because it's dangerous to travel.
Yes.
Blades is like, well, it's dangerous to travel.
Listen, sorry, rocket skier. I'm a coward, so you're gonna have to die. Yes. But yeah, I mean, and in general, snow and helicopters do not particularly mix well.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair...
I've seen the movie Cliffhanger.
Blades should not be going out in this weather. I mean, I guess because he's a fancy Cybertronian helicopter, it's possible he's got heated rotors or something, but yeah.
Yes.
He's frozen over before.
Yes.
Admittedly, the last time he froze over, it was because of her freezing science project that had gone mad on an iceberg.
Unfortunately, this guy's, it turns out rocket skis are a bad idea because they melt snow because they have rockets on them.
Turn off?
So this guy almost melts his way into his own, plunging doom. And then this triggers an avalanche and Blades totally freaks out and Heat Wave just barely saves this guy.
This guy was so excited to have a day of snow so that he could test out his extremely poorly thought out new invention. This is truly a man of Griffin Rock.
Oh yes.
So yes, we get the avalanche as our cut from mortal peril to the opening credits. I think they should just have an episode where there's no mortal peril and they just never run the opening credits.
That might be the musical episode.
Ooh.
Oh. That's going to be peril for me.
and peril for, not only peril for you because you hate musicals, but also peril for you because, you're looking at Rob London Show Tunes Factory over here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so they save this guy and back at the base, Heatwave is all, Blades, you totally blew it. you're an enormous coward, and maybe you shouldn't go on missions anymore. And, the chief is he's being the good dad here. He's all, everybody feels fear, and the key to being brave is feeling that fear, but overcoming it.
Yes. Heatwave's just like, I'm tough. I want to be Wolverine.
Yes. Grr. In fact, I'm frequently Wolverine.
Yes, it's true.
I'm Steve Bloom.
Yes.
So yeah, everybody's stuck inside. They're all, Cody, what is this, trouble? I can't tell what kind of, or not trouble, sorry? I can't tell what board game he's playing here.
The board game. I didn't even pay attention.
So hey, we're Hasbro. It's not like we have to make one up.
Yeah.
I will note that Chief mentions that, it's going to be a slow day for them as a rescue team because the bad weather means people will stay home and stay safe. No one does that. People always are like, I'm going to go drive to Walmart or whatever, and it's, they end up overturned on the side of the road. But no, I guess Griffin Rock truly is like no other place on Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, but at least the Burt Reynolds guy should break out his SUV and go crash somewhere.
Yes. So yeah, they're playing board games.
Or at least he's trying to. Everybody else. Oh.
I was gonna say it's probably not any specific board games just for trademark purposes, but on the other hand, this is a Hasbro property.
Exactly.
They own all the board games. Yes.
Hey, I'm sure enjoying this game of Battleship and would enjoy seeing the theatrical film based on it.
Yes.
Said nobody ever, as it turns out.
No, nobody.
And at some point, Heatwave has to he has to move back like 7 spaces, and he's very incensed. I earned those spaces.
Yes.
and then it also turns out that Chase is, I think, a CB radio enthusiast.
Yes.
Possibly.
I don't know about enthusiasts. But he definitely uses the CB radio to go bother someone at the harbor, and as long arm.
He's enough enthusiast that he has a call sign. He's long arm.
Yes, which I guess fair. This is not the universe in which long arm was actually noted Decepticon spy Shockwave.
Oh, that's right.
Well, Chase is a little emotionless compared to the other guys.
Oh no.
It just could be a really long con that has gone bad.
Well, no, my thought is that he's actually been communicating with Strong Arm via CB radio for months, and neither of them realizes the other one's a robot.
Yes! Oh my god, yes. Yes. I love this. I love this idea. It's perfect.
I forget where it happened in the episode. And somewhere after they're going to get the hiker or something with the windmills, and we see the rock on Griffin Rock. I have a note that says Cade farted.
Well, the ground starts rumbling, and Heatwave's all, Cade, right. What did you eat? But it's actually an avalanche.
Yes.
Yes.
It was the avalanche. Okay.
And there's also a bit here where Chase talks about the law of the human named Murphy.
Yes, which just made me think of RoboCop.
No, not that one.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Chase is a robot cop.
That's true. Is he a Robert cop?
Anyway, so everybody else is busy. Blades wants to play a computer game, so Cody, he's beaten them all, so he's going to take him to the Hall of Inspiration where Doc Green has built a new video game via virtual reality. And by which I mean he has totally just built...
Sure, Doc won't mind if we mess around with dangerous science unattended.
It doesn't seem to be dangerous science because it's a holodeck, and when has that ever had a problem on a single episode of Star Trek?
not really a holodeck.
It's exactly a holodeck.
No, it is a holo suite. They're built for one.
Oh, okay. Gross.
Yes. So
we've all seen Deep Space Nine.
Quark is going to have to come in and mop it out later.
Not on this show.
Nope.
No, not on this show, but
not on this show.
But it just gave me flashbacks to Quark.
No, this is very much a
baseball games.
This is a next generation holodeck. We're just playing Sherlock Holmes and Robin Hood on this thing.
Yes.
Nothing untoward is happening.
No.
Well, but again, I mean, this is a Doc Green invention. It's a holodeck.
Yes.
Somebody's definitely. This is definitely going to result in like Professor Moriarty coming to life.
Or he's going to end up dating some historical figure in there.
Geordi, stop.
Yeah,
No.
Geordi in the holodeck was not a great thing.
Well, too bad because he's on this show.
I know! Which is what had me worried.
Frankie's mom actually left him because of his holodeck addiction.
Holodeck addiction.
I'm sorry, dear. I'm leaving you for Marie Curie.
Well, wait, do we know where Frankie came from? Maybe she's a hard-light construct.
Dun dun dun.
I think we've seen her get sick or something.
Yeah, we've seen organic influences or something. But.
We've seen signs that, unlike Sorry, she is in fact human.
We've definitely seen her eat.
Well, she could just be disintegrating it as it goes into her mouth.
Well, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, and Cody really has to explain what virtual reality is, because I guess
seems. Well, I guess for the concept of the show, that has to be explained to the young audience. But robot, I mean, VR should be normal on Cybertron.
Interesting.
We've seen it in Beast Wars or Beast Machines.
Yes, and interestingly, we saw it in a Bob Budiansky written issue of the Generation 1 comic, where it's called Real Vision.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The one where Optimus Prime commits suicide because of video games.
No, that's a totally different one.
There's another one?
There's another one that is more like actual, like a holodeck type thing.
There was?
It's one of the early Underbase issues.
Aha.
Where,
I haven't reread those in a while.
Right, where Optimus Prime, like, leads the Trigger bots to see, Boltax.
Oh, wasn't that a flashback?
No, it's Real Vision. I mean, it's a flashback to it, and it's depicting events that happened, but so
it's a holodeck movie flashback.
Yes, and it captured by the cassettes.
The historical holodeck.
Yes, and it's it all captured on cassette.
Oh, right.
Because it's Rain Dance and Grand Slam.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a pretty good issue.
Well, most of the Underbrace stuff was good.
Yeah.
I just forgot. I thought that was told in flashback. I didn't realize it was. Let's put the tape in and see what happened in the past.
Yes. Well, and actually, much like this, I think it's Ratbat and Starscream who are going through it. And Ratbat has to keep telling Starscream, no, this happened millions of years ago. This is virtual reality. It's not real.
Stop it, Starscream. Stop trying to kill Megatron in the past. You're not really in the
Megatron
past.
can't hear you, and you can't kill him. Can we just keep going with the issue?
Starscream.
But on the one hand, Starscream should be smarter than that. On the other hand, that is exactly Starscream.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway,
it
so
is
they both
Optimus
go into
Prime. I know that was Soundwave, but what I'm saying is G1 Decepticons were not bright.
They're just very petty.
So yeah, so we're going into Griffin Rock Element Quest. And they're using a lot of like 8-bit sound effects and sort of chiptune versions of classical music.
It's very cute. It's really I do kind of wonder, like, it's not a completely different style, so I'm wondering if they just took the existing animation assets and, like, ran them through a filter, or if they actually had to create a new set of assets. Like, it's really adorable.
The pixelation level of most of the stuff, like in the foreground, is obviously just through a filter, but like the backgrounds, more like, it's hard to describe how like a CRT, the effect of a CRT on graphics, the backgrounds are really neat.
Yeah, that's why I have a CRT.
There's a clever bit where they pixelate the usual symbol transitions.
Yes.
Oh, they pixelate the symbol transitions as well.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
I've been thinking about how whenever occasionally on Twitter I'll see somebody like posting a comparison of pixel art as pixel art versus how it actually looks on the CRT. And I need to hold on to one of those for the next time I'm moving, and whoever is helping me moving complains about how heavy my CRT is. Be like,
it looks so much better. Like,
be like, why don't you get rid of this? It's £1 million, and I'll just pull out this comparison shot.
Yeah, especially I've seen, like,
and they'll be like, why are you like this?
Like Chrono Trigger recently. It's like Chrono Trigger looks good in just normal pixelated on a modern TV, but it looks so much better on an old CRT. Just
I saw one with Batman animated series game, and it was just like the difference was astonishing because it had this sort of checker patterning to give it a certain shading, and yeah, it's totally different. And that's why I have it. No, I'm not throwing it out. Thank you. It's going in the U-Haul.
Well, I'm sure there's something now that can synthesize it, at least, or emulate it on some systems, but.
Sure, you can, there's some, like, filtering that they can do, but they do not do that here. But it is adorable. It's very cute. Look up screenshots of it. It's very cute.
Anyway, so we have this cat.
Yes, this is specifically
character assist technology.
Yes, who very much looks like the Cheshire Cat.
Yes, except like a friendly, educational game version of a Cheshire Cat, and not like
also has a pair of glasses.
Yeah, not like a Tim Burton Cheshire Cat or anything.
No.
It's very friendly.
No, this is definitely this is a good cat, and he was voiced by Nicole Dubik.
Yeah.
Oh, it kind of looks like the Disney Cheshire Cat crossed with, the what's the movie where it's inside someone's head?
It's like Inside Out.
Yes, one of the characters in that. I forget which.
I was kind of thinking Mr. Peabody.
I could see that.
For any members of our audience who are like 60 years old.
Or who have parents who are 60 years old but like cartoons.
There was
Oh, that's right. There was a movie,
There was a CGI movie that I remember seeing a trailer for and then hearing nothing about it afterwards. I assume
Stephen
it came
Colbert
out.
in that?
Somebody?
I think he's in that.
I think so. Maybe.
I know I saw the trailer. It feels like 5 years ago. I saw it once and then I don't remember anything else about it.
In fact, it did come out 5 years ago. It's from 2014.
Okay.
Ha. That's...
And yes, Stephen Colbert is in it.
Like 6 years ago, but yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Peabody played by the dad from Modern Family.
Ooh.
Sure.
He's also the guy who plays Doc Samson in that Incredible Hulk movie.
There was...
I need to watch
with Edward
that.
Norton. I'm still hoping we're going to get like green-haired, roided out Modern Family dad just giving somebody therapy at some point.
That would be pretty great.
Actually, we're probably going to get a Doc Samson, although probably not until we get She-Hulk series. That's still coming out, isn't it?
That's still coming out with Tatiana Maslany.
Okay.
She's from the girl from Orphan Black.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yes. Or if you've seen that Ginger Snaps sequel, she's also in that.
Yes, but I don't remember. It was a while ago. Okay. I know I've seen it.
Anyway, so the cat takes them through this. They've got to capture 3 flags: fire, water, earth, and of course heart.
No, there's no heart. Just water, fire,
so
and
they start on the water level.
It really feels like a PSA, like an educational thing about video games as a concept for a little bit here. I've commented before on how Rescue Bots doesn't really feel as much like a preschool show as some preschool shows that are just like very much written as a child development thing. But I was starting to worry that this whole episode was just going to be like edutainment about, like, I think I've mentioned, I forget what brought it up, but I think I've mentioned how the cyberpunk classic Snow Crash has like 2 pages dedicated to explaining collision detection, which is when you have 2 objects in a game, and if you can pass through them, there's no collision detection, and if you run into it and stop, there's collision detection. And I was feeling that here for a few minutes as we were discussing like how video games work to Blades. Which you would think if he's been playing a lot of games, he wouldn't need the basic level stuff, but I don't know. My nephews play lots of Minecraft. That's what I know about kids in video games.
So we get the gist of it here. You can't actually die in the game, you just lose, but then you immediately respawn. So even though Cody is eaten by a shark, he immediately comes back.
And Kat does show up and say that he lost and needs to try again, so it's not like there's 0 consequences, but I guess being told that you lost and to try again is not sufficient consequence for Cody to be deterred.
Mm-hmm. So they get power-ups, they fight a squid that is just hucking barrels at them.
It's pretty cute. I mean, it's not like super cute, but it's definitely cute enough.
Yeah. And then they hit its weak spot to inflict massive damage, and they capture the flag. Just hucking barrels at them like Donkey Kong. And also at one point, Blades gets a power-up that is like a Mega Man blaster arm, but it's a hairdryer.
Yeah, he defeated Airman.
Yes.
You got hairdryer. Anyway, unfortunately, back in the real world...
After they defeat the squid is when we see the first, like, adorable pixel, scene change animation. Yes. Which is, it's great.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, outside, the snow has turned into thunder snow.
Oh, man. Thunder snow is exciting.
Easily one of the most badass, named weather phenomenons. It's right up there with Frostquake. Yes. Or I guess they're not so much, like, they sound like Decepticons who would show up.
Yes. Thunder Snow really should be a Decepticon.
Yes, Thunder Snow and his partner Frostquake.
Yes.
We've had Skyquake.
Man.
And some other things. If we keep going long enough, we'll get Sundog.
Supercell.
We need more ice-themed Transformers. We just do.
Yes.
Well, it's been a while since we've had any. Gee, was Snowcat the last? No, wait, there was...
No, there was a snowmobile guy in,
one of the movie
lines?
In
the movie line, there was one. I think there was...
And there's...
Is there one?
There's a power core... there's a power core combiner guy.
Oh, the little power core guy, yeah.
And yes, I think there's somebody who's in the toy line for Rescue Bots, but not in the show. Plus, there's also a bot who turns into a pair of ski goggles.
That doesn't really count. So still, although the Rescue Bot was really recent, it's been years since we've had
it. Has been quite some time. So yeah, so lightning hits these power lines, and as everybody knows, lightning plus technology equals total disaster.
Equals like, shouldn't they have a backup generator in the museum, guys?
Well, it's not so much the power, it's more that, now, if you die in the game, you die for real.
For real.
Yeah,
which is exactly what it says in my notes, in all caps.
I kind of hate that they go there. And how do they know that? And how, like...
How does this building not have proper lightning, proper lightning protection? Like, why is it not grounded properly? Like,
probably because they had Doc Green build it.
Maybe oh man, I was thinking, like, maybe that's the thing, is he intentionally does that, so when lightning hits the building, he can see what, like, wakes up and goes on a rampage.
Well, he has to measure how many gigawatts.
Yes, that too.
Well, of course, he remembers, the breakthrough that his colleagues, Newton Crosby and Ben Jatuya made in 1986 when their number 5 robot was struck by lightning.
Yes, he's trying to recreate those experiments, just with no real specific. No one thing he's trying to do it with. So there's no one thing that's up on a Frankenstein table. He just wants to see what it'll affect.
There is a big red robot machine thing in the center of that room, and I kept waiting for it to go haywire, and it never does.
I mean, there's enough peril in this episode as it is.
Well, yeah, but...
I just want to point out that when I was a kid one time, and we were not home at the time, but lightning hit the house and it just knocked the phone off the wall and sent it across the kitchen. And but it did not actually wake up any of our appliances or anything fun like that.
So you're saying your microwave did not become sapient?
Sadly, not that I was aware of, though I'm pretty sure my father was still using that microwave 10 years later in his office, so it's entirely possible it brainwashed him into not throwing it out. Also, it was an old enough microwave that if you opened the door, it didn't automatically shut off, and apparently at one point, someone in his office was just doot-dee-doo, and borrowing his microwave and opened it, and he was like, don't do that! I don't think anything actually happened, but he got to freak out about it, so it's possible that it was brainwashing him into not throwing it out.
Well, that's more involved than the lightning story I have, which actually isn't even mine, it's just my dad's. When he was a kid, lightning struck the house, he was sitting in a chair, and there was a dog in the chair with him. And the shock, the dog never wanted to sit with him again.
Aww, poor thing. It was so scared.
Anyway, I hate that the peril in this episode is you die in the game, you die in real life. If it had just been we can unplug Cody, but we don't know what will happen if we unplug Chase. That would have been okay.
Yeah,
but no, it goes to we're going to kill the child if the power goes out.
That's from the classic 2006 movie Stay Alive.
And why did they not, if you're going to have a thing where someone's life depends on the power not going out, you really need to have some immediate failover backup generators. Holy crap, this is also dangerous. Because as we will learn shortly, there are trees outside that can fall on those power. They're above ground power lines. Why aren't they buried power lines? All of this is so dangerous. It's entirely possible that this is something that Doc had not cleared for public use yet.
Well, there's that degree, but even still, there's just so many things that could and would and will and do go wrong.
The possible, the appropriate safeguards hadn't been put in place yet. Also, it just seems like a very wild assumption to make that this thing is set up so that if the power goes out, whoever's in there will go brain dead. That's we are jumping to some bold conclusions here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess it's better to be safe than have a brain dead youngest brother and dumb helicopter friend, but oh my god. Okay.
It's kind of crazy that we're into the brain damage level of peril here.
Yeah.
Yes. Why would you design that without immediate backup power?
Yeah. Did you not see that episode of X-Files? Which was really stupid.
That was a long time ago. You've had time. You've had time to think these things through.
So, meanwhile, Cody and Blades have to fight a dragon.
Yes, we're in Dragon Quest now.
And Blades much prefers the dragons they have on public television.
Which is like,
Yes.
what?
Apparently that is a reference to the show Dragon Tales, which Nicole Dubik also wrote for.
Okay. I was going to say, it's like, what dragons are a public... I haven't watched PBS in so long.
I definitely assumed that it was a reference to some preschool show involving dragons that I had not seen, because I do not generally watch preschool shows unless they have Transformers in them. That was probably the only reference here that I did not get.
Oh yeah, we'll get more references. But the dragon is very... a old dinosaur tail dragging looking kaiju with wings.
Yeah, it's a little
very...
Godzilla, but with goofy little wings.
Yeah. It's very chubby. It's a very cute chubby dragon.
Mm-hmm. So there's a bunch of platform hopping, some power-ups, they escape, and so that now they've got to get to they've got to finish the last one. And back in the real world, everybody's trying to get this fixed up. They can't get to Doc Green because he's on the mainland and all the phones are down.
And yet their little local communicators still work. It's like, okay, you got cell problems, so you can't call him, but you could call him with your little communicate. Like, you shouldn't have gone straight to the communicators, guys.
Those might work on, like, Cybertronian technology.
Maybe, but it's like going to that right after saying, oh, I'm not getting a signal.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
And so now they have to get up to, we're back in the game. They have to get the final element, which is, Earth. And that means going up, Griffin Rock itself. Or, Griffin Rock Mountain.
And going through a gauntlet of boulders and trees and old video game jokes. Although I guess the first one isn't that old.
Yeah, the first one is not that old, because indeed, there are a bunch of trees that shoot arrows, and Chase gets an arrow in the knee, and, he used to like video games, but then he took an arrow to the knee.
Yes, which,
he delivers it so well. Poor Blades.
It would have been 2 years old when this came out, I think. Skyrim's been around a while.
It's fairly recent.
Yeah, it's the most recent gag in the show.
I think we're getting to, I feel like we're coming up to the 10-year anniversary, though. Also, I'm gonna go die now, because I'm just gonna turn to dust and blow away.
And then the power goes off. They have to, the bots have to fix it. At one point, Kat comes in and says that all your base belong to us.
Classic.
Yes.
Ask your parents, kids.
Yes. Move, Zig.
I recently got this little Game Boy-esque device that runs emulators, and I was just thinking that I really need to get that game. And the Macross game about how we have sought a new machine for the fighting. Now is time to scramble Valkyrie again.
So what is Zeroing? Is that like a top-down, one of those top-down shooters?
I thought it was a side-scrolling shooter.
Oh, side-scrolling shooter. Okay.
I think I did play a bit of it, but it was so long ago.
According to Wikipedia, it is indeed a horizontally scrolling shooter.
Okay.
Someone pointed out a little while back that the All Your Base, video, that the song was 20 years old. And, again, I immediately turned to dust and blew away.
No.
Yeah, we're old.
So anyway, they patch in Heatwave to this with a helmet, and he's going in there assuming that Chase is going to be totally useless and is cowering, but he's actually kicking evil tree
Blades.
ass.
We keep calling Blades Chase.
Blades, yes.
Blades, the good one, not the narc.
Yes.
Why have I turned against Chase in this episode? I don't know. He's fine. He's not that much of a narc. He's kind of a narc.
No.
He's a good boy, though. Yeah, Heatwave is all ready to come in here like it's Call of Duty. He's ready for this.
And so they get away from these trees, and now they have to fight at the top of Mount Griffin, the Rock Griffin of Griffin Rock.
Yes, the giant gray griffin of Griffin Rock.
Yes.
Recently repainted from purple.
And it is indeed Blades who saves the day, and a winner is him.
Yes. Cat shows up and declares that a winner is you. Aww.
That is apparently from the Nintendo game Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
So that is an even older reference than Zero Wing.
I'm pretty sure that's popped up in a few other games.
Yeah, I guess the origin is the 1986 Nintendo game, 1986, or Pro Wrestling, which I do not believe is actually licensed or anything.
Just generic pro wrestling. I liked Blades taking an arrow to the knee. That was adorable.
Yeah, that was kind of shocking that joke was in here. And it did make me realize, oh wow, Skyrim is really old.
Well, was it like 8? It's about 8 or 9 years at this point. I think I spent an entire February playing it in 2013. So, look, it was cold out.
I did play like most of a winter playing it until I got stuck because they updated the patch and water didn't work anymore on the PS3.
That's a very Bethesda thing.
Like, it was fine. The game was fine unless I went in water, then it just would stop working.
Oh. No, I just eventually, went and did, I had to go, get a job. But, not get a job. Get some freelance work. But, I still revisit it every now and then. I have it for the Switch. I was very disappointed that it apparently never got released for Mac, which astonishes me because I'm pretty sure it got released for
else.
my car's navigational UI and my watch, and yeah, it seems to be on everything else, but not Mac. I'm sure there's some emulator.
It's available on the N-Gage.
Yes. But yeah, I still, just this past winter, I had some days when I had some time to kill in the middle of the night because of a weird work schedule, and I just ended up playing some more Skyrim. It's a good game.
So yeah, we're back at the firehouse, and, Heatwave he's turned his view around on Blades, because he says if Blade is afraid as often as he says, he may be the bravest of us all.
He is. He's very brave. Because Cody
and
needed
Blade
him.
says that virtual reality is even more dangerous than real reality.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait. Was it a Tick episode where there was a spaceship powered by fear?
Oh, that
I remember it was some cartoon.
You know what it was? You know what it was? It was the friggin' Legion of Superheroes cartoon, which I just got on Blu-ray.
Was it?
I just got that this week. It's the third. It's the fourth episode. I think it's the third or fourth. No, I think the third one. I don't know. There's one very early that's just well, no, all of them are entirely Brainy being extremely gay at Clark, but. But it's one of the early ones, and I'm gonna stop because it's a very good show. It was kneecapped by a lot of executive goings on and shoveled onto Kids WB and given lots of silly requirements. But Derek Wyatt worked on it, and it's a very good show. It is on Blu-ray now, thanks to Warner Archive. And I absolutely bought it because I had absolutely pirated it previously.
Yeah. Well, saying a cartoon that was good but was kneecapped by the network, that could describe so many shows from the past 10 years. On
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, not that there are that many networks that run cartoons anymore, but still.
Well, they decided they wanted to have Legion be their next Teen Titans, but then they shoveled it onto Kids WB at a time when Saturday morning cartoons were almost gone. So they just barely, just barely got a second season, and it was, it was not handled well, but it was a very charming show, and I definitely recommend buying the Blu-ray set for like $25.
Ooh, tempting. Now, Hasbro, could you do that with your shows? Like the one we're watching now?
Yes.
It would be nice. This is just sort of like third hand on Twitter, but I've heard that Warner Archive might be going away, which is, in favor of streaming, which is very, 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 very bad. Buy GoBots while you can. Buy all of that stuff.
Which makes me wonder what other shows do I want.
Yeah, buy it while you can, because that may be a problem in the future. But they did get out Legion of Superheroes. Such a good show. So gay. Brainy is so gay. Just this tiny, perfect gay robot kidnapping a boyfriend from the past. So good.
So yeah, that is pretty much the episode. It's an enjoyable enough one. It's sort of inconsequential, although with a surprising amount of peril.
Yes.
Yeah. Peril so big.
I mean, every now and then we get one that's this level of peril, but this is definitely a very unusually, not a uniquely high level of peril, but an unusually high level of peril.
So I believe that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
Oh, wait a minute. This week on... Wait, I almost said QQ Sentai. This week on Gosei Sentai Die Ranger! The jewels have come!
Is it Sailor Moon now?
Yes, it's a jewelry shopping episode. It's a montage.
Are we going to run the jewels?
I've heard so much about that, but I've never listened to that. It starts with a stranger, like a character that I don't think... The Pink Ranger is accosted by this other woman who, it seems like she's never met, and hands her a brooch to put in her hair, and it's like, what? You like Chinese mythology too? Wait, why are you talking to me? Why are you giving me a gift? So my brain is like, oh, this is one of the villains in disguise? No.
But villains...
Yeah, I know, it's a very villainous thing. It's like, oh, here's the thing, so we can keep track on you, or poison you, or whatever the fuck. But no, Lipstick Songstress, the monster of the week, shows up.
If this was Sailor Moon, it would absolutely be a villain. Handing out strange jewelry.
Well, yeah, but the Lipstick Songstress really, really looks like a Sailor Moon villain.
She really does.
Down to the fact that she's got tits. On this monster, and is obsessed with her appearance. But anyway, she puts lipstick on this random woman that gave a brooch to Pink, and then that puts her to sleep, and then she captures her. It's very weird. And then suddenly, I think it's Beethoven's Ninth, the dun 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 dun, starts playing as the Mooks attack, and it's like... The beginning of the episode is like it's trying to be high art in a weird way, because the songstress monster also blows up a statue of the Thinker. Rodin's the Thinker.
Oh.
Like, that's just in a park, and she blows it up.
Where they keep it. In a random park.
Well, it's a famous enough one that there are lots of reproductions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that
but
has
still,
to be a reproduction.
Blows it up after Beethoven's Ninth is played. In the fighting, when the Rangers show up, Pink scars the lipstick songstress's face, and it's like, she scarred me, I must kill her, but runs away. Oh no, she gets so mad that she pulls out the bomb that makes herself bigger, and then, like 5 minutes into the episode, like we already have the giant monster stomping around.
Yes!
Because she's mad at the Pink Ranger.
Red Dragon?
And then we have Yes, we have Red Dragon versus the monster, and it's sort of an even battle, which is kind of weird, because it's this sexy monster versus the Dragon Zord. Although I guess she does have a demonic choir, which is the women she stuck lipstick on just sing an evil song for her, which gives the Rangers headaches.
I was gonna say, does it do anything, or is it just for an accompaniment?
It's an accompaniment, but it also, like, they have to put their hands to their helmets.
Ah, okay.
Don't you have insulated helmets?
They do
guys?
the whole Generation 1 Autobots hearing Earth music and freaking out unreasonably thing.
Yes. Anyway, the fight ends up being a draw between the Monster of the Week and the Dragon Zord, and they're both knocked down, but the monster just vanishes away, while the dragon transforms back into from the robot man to the dragon without going through the transformation steps. It's just a fade transform, and then it flies away. It's like, I've had enough. I'm tired. I need to go rest. I lost.
I relate. I can relate.
And then the Rangers are lamenting back at their base. It's like, oh, we lost. And the Pink Ranger takes it upon herself. It's like, no, because I transformed too late. It's my fault. Muh. And then the boys are like, okay, yeah, sure, we're gonna go out and look for the monster. You stay here. No girls allowed. And like, she even follows after them after they're exiting the base. It's like, no, stay. Bad girl. It's like, what? Why? Okay. But it does come around because, like, she's been having visions of 5 glowing balls and the dragon talking to her some nonsense in a desert. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, weird dream sequence into nowhere. I forget, was it the green or blue encounters her while she's in the middle of the woods trying to practice chi by blowing up styrofoam rocks, scaring birds. And he says,
Yay.
No, you shouldn't be doing this. Stop scaring the birds. You should smile more.
Oof.
What?
Yeah, they pulled that bullshit.
Japan,
but anyway, these balls she's been dreaming about are the Heavenly Treasure Lili balls. Not the Dragon balls. There's only 5 of them, not 7.
Aw.
And then, like, they have a fight again with the songstress monster, who is down to normal size again, although it would be fun if she was still giant, tromping around. And then, like, the Pink Ranger starts glowing energy off her, and then the 3 leader-ish bad guys are like, oh fuck, no, something bad's happening. Everybody beat it, leave! And they just leave, and then the Pink Ranger also vanishes because she's transported to China? What? How? And that's the end of the episode. The bad guys ran away. The Pink Ranger disappeared. And the other Rangers were like, what just happened?
But we got some Red Dragon.
There was some Red Dragon fighting. There was a good monster fight in this episode. 5 minutes in.
I do have a couple interesting notes on the American version of this.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Well, apparently the lipstick monster, who is also clearly wearing like a thong and thigh-high boots, was renamed Lip Syncer, which is pretty clever.
Yeah.
And is voiced by Alex Borstein, now better known for being on Mad TV, The Marvelous Miss Maisel, and for voicing Lois Griffin on Family Guy.
Really?
Yes. She's also Halle Berry's best friend in Catwoman.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, the comedic best friend, yeah. Well.
Look, at least in that case, the comedic best friend wasn't also the black best friend.
No.
Because then it would just be sort of weird. It'd be the comedic white best friend.
Well, she is the comedic white best friend to a black woman.
Yes, that's a nice twist. In what I have heard is an otherwise horrible movie.
Oh, it's real bad.
Yeah.
I have never actually watched it.
I know I've seen it. I barely remember.
I smell a Patreon.
Oh no.
I mean, there are worse movies. Probably, but no. Let's no. Yeah, that's the episode. It just ends there again. Cliffhangery episode where it's not in the normal order I'm used to of Sentai standards. And I like that.
That's not when the monster fight's supposed to happen. I can't just turn it on for the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the show like I used to in high school.
Well, presumably the Power Rangers episode stayed with the formula, I would guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they usually did.
Since they didn't use any of the Ranger fight stuff.
Yeah.
Just the Zords. And there's been barely any Zord fights, so this was probably in the first episode still. Of Power Rangers. Well, that season of Power Rangers. Which would have been the 3rd season? I forget.
This was the 2nd season, I think. Yeah, it was the second season, and then the third season is the one where they sort of, I think they split I think they crammed 2 shows into one season.
Yeah, because they did the Alien Rangers, which were the Ninja Rangers.
And then they've got the Shogun Rangers.
Well, that's also the same show.
Right. Oh, it is. Okay. Did they have the 2 sets of Zords?
Like, yeah, in Kaku Ranger, the ninja ones, they had 2 sets of robots. I think in Power Rangers they switched the order of the robots, though.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it starts out, like, I think in Power Rangers they start out with the animal-themed ones, and then go to the ones that look like a castle and become a samurai. In Japan, it's the other way around.
I stopped watching after Trini left.
Yeah, well, that was
when the 3 of them had to go to a peace conference that they never returned from.
Yeah.
Maybe they're hanging out with Russell's mom.
If you read the recent comics, they have come back.
Oh, hey.
As different kinds of, like, Omega Rangers or something.
Oh, some peace conference.
So they did pay that off.
Wow. It's a pretty good peace conference.
Anyway, yeah, we're done.
All right. So, we'll be back next week with more Rescue Bots, but until then, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where also David and I have started doing the news pod again, so you can find that there every couple weeks or so. But also...
semi-regularly.
We have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is patreon.com/iaconunderground. For last month, because movies are still expensive and or difficult to get to, we decided to watch an episode of the surprisingly good 90s Godzilla... Cat, calm down, please. Okay. The cat who had been waiting patiently on my lap decided it was time to not be on my lap anymore.
So, there was a 90s adaptation of Cats?
Yes. No, wait. The surprisingly good 90s adaptation of the Godzilla, of the surprisingly, not surprisingly, actually very bad 90s Godzilla movie. An episode where he fights a giant monkey. Sort of.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. We haven't come up with what we're doing for May yet. I keep trying to make everybody watch David Lynch's Dune because I love David Lynch's Dune. I spent the pandemic becoming a person with strong opinions about Dune. So
when is that movie supposed to come out? The new one?
I think Christmas, but I'm not sure.
Really? Last I heard, I thought it was going to be in the summer, but that was
maybe not.
Like last I heard it was like 6 months ago. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So yes, for as little as $1 a month, you can listen on all of our monthly special episodes. They are pretty fun.
Oh, and it is we split the difference. It is supposed to come out October the 1st.
Oh, okay. I mean, I will definitely be fully vaccinated by then. I can't promise my town will still have a theater.
I'm fully vaccinated as of now. It just hasn't kicked in yet.
Hey.
You have to wait 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, I know I gotta wait another 2 weeks, but tomorrow is probably gonna suck. Or at least my arm is gonna be
good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm not planning on doing shit but eating soup and staying in bed.
I've got mine on Monday and made sure that I had sufficient backup coverage at work for the rest of the week in case I needed a day or 2 off. And yeah, for shot number 1, once it really kicked in, I was like impulse ordering pizzas because I didn't feel like doing anything else. And
well, my first shot wasn't that bad. I was fine, and then before or after dinner, I just took a long nap, and it's like, that was it. I was just extra sleepy. But that might have just been shit catching up to me. May not have been the shot.
My immune system has been well established as a drama queen, so I was not especially surprised.
Alright, so until next week when we all become spellbound, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Wear your mask and wash your hands. I'm David.